guys, I'm not caring about makeup because this isn't a beauty related video. This is actually opening my mind up. Now, I don't actually mean body dysmorphia as though like I hate my body figure, I hate the shape of it. Hate is such a strong word, and that is not how I feel about my body at all. I was blessed into this skin, these bones of mine, the muscle structure. I have never ever been a skinny mini kid ever. I've always had a bit of a natural bump into the belly, like, you know, what adults nowadays call beer bellies. I've always had like a lot of muscle there. One day, however, I can remember so vividly as far as, you know, picture memory goes. I asked my mum one year for Christmas for a bikini, you know, for my first bikini, because I was growing into my body and I wanted to experience wearing a two-piece bathing suit, and she didn't see why not, as long as I still maintain looking decent while wearing a bikini, and obviously I did, because I have never ever been the type to show off my body. Like, I've never had you know, that smooth skin. Not to say that I have bumps in my skin, not unless you count the stretch marks, but never had medical bumps in the skin, never had, for a random example, never had a Phoebe Tonkin body. What I have always had though is a natural set of curves. I love my curves. More women in the world should have curves, especially with those who look like, honestly, like a board plank. Still beautiful, but looking like a board plank. Basically very straight down, very narrow body shapes. There's no hourglass shape like with what I have. It's so easy for me to lose my train of thought. Luckily, the power of editing. There will be a lot of brief pauses, solely because I'm obviously thinking and trying to word my sentences properly. Now, my biggest inspiration from any kind of fitness related anything, loudest of all, is my mother. Although she has osteoarthritis, I think in the back of her neck, and I think the lower part of her back, like mid-spine down, close to the tailbone, but you know, still relatively in the middle, and also my battery is running low. Besides the osteoarthritis, and she is in her mid-40s, and she is looking really healthy, really slim thick. Like I have her body figure as far as the hourglass shape goes. She got into karate a couple of years ago, and she's never had an issue with her weight ever. She's always been peg-legged, so to speak. Thin arms, not thin, but you know, a decent size arm. Also had a bit of collarbones. Basically, like I just said, slim thick. Obviously getting into karate, she mostly did that just for the fitness side of it, to get her up a bit more energy, so that she wasn't so that she just wasn't, you know, restricted to her age taking over her fitness, really. Like, she's still very young, of course, mid-40s, is still young. Even my dad is into karate. He only went into karate A, for fitness as well, but also to reduce a lot of body weight. There's no way that I'm fat shaming anybody. So apparently the new TV series Insatiable was doing exactly that, with or without intention. That's completely irrelevant. But I don't necessarily have, you know, your typical clinical diagnosed body dysmorphia. Whenever I am daydreaming or dreaming, after I've watched a movie, and you know, we've all been there where we watch such a good movie that we can almost see ourselves being in that movie as either the character we were rooting for, or a different character from a different perspective, and either that or whatever we're doing that involves being on cameras, because that's the way you see the most amazing looking people. It involves live TV cameras, movies, etc. We always see ourselves slim, toned, maybe petite, but just very narrowed in, fit, and not a single body roll sort of to be seen. But then we wake up, and unless we are already that, then lucky you, but when we wake up, our arms are a little bit bigger. We don't have that much collarbone on display. We don't have that natural shadowing of, you know, the rib cage. Bellies are just, and hips and waist are just a little bit bigger, and everything is a little bit thicker in reality than what it is when we're dreaming. And I am guilty of that. I see myself slim and healthy, and not just for the sake of looking beautiful. I already am that. Some days I am, you know, content with my body shape. I mean, because there are people out there that are bigger than me, whether they are happy about that or not. So I don't feel so bad about how I look anymore. But then, once again, seeing slimmer women, whether they are around my age and technically my size, I am a size 18 medium to large. Although the ironic thing is, some of my sister's clothes I managed to fit into as far as the top half goes. I don't get it. So a little bit ago, so like I was saying, not only is my mum my biggest inspiration from fitness because she does karate. She has done karate for quite a few years now, and like I said, she's never had a problem with her weight. It's just the strength that she wanted to build up on. And when I was at her black belt karate, I was actually amazed at how fit she was. Like, she was flying all around on the in the dojo is what they call it, like the building, but I don't know what they call the actual floor parts, but she was swinging around like a monkey, and I was like, wow, damn, my mum was actually fitter than I thought, because she's always coming home hunched over, tense back, you know, strained wrist or strained knee or something. And I figured karate probably isn't working out for her, but seeing her that night on her black belt, I thought, well, holy F, she's actually fitter than I was mentally giving her credit for. Same goes for my dad as well. Like, he isn't Dwayne Johnson, but he isn't world's biggest man you could possibly imagine. Even my dad is really, really fit. So, another thing that really pisses me off about conversations to do with fitness, and I have so much respect for family members, you know, they are coming from a good place, and it's not the wording that they're using sometimes, it is also the tone of voice. But at my mum's black belt karate graduation, we were accompanied by another family member, which was very much appreciated, and I will not put a name towards her, to protect her a little bit, but she was saying to me that I should join karate, and so that I could wind up, you know, in the same results as my mum. Now, like I said, my mum looks fantastic. She's never had a problem with her weight. She's a lot stronger now. Granted, she comes home, you know, basically crawling on the floor because of how exhausted she is. But like, my mum looks incredible. But one thing that pisses me off so much about fitness talk is when you are compared to somebody else. I mean, unless you have a goal weight that you see in somebody else, then that's fine for comparisons. But on a second person perspective, when I'm saying to you that you should get into a certain type of fitness, just look like a certain person, it's like your expectations went soaring high. There was another time that I was told relatively the same thing, another family member, around when my former best friend was getting married, and she is now married. This family member, she was telling me that I should get healthy and fit, so that I can end up looking like my sister. Now, my sister, Shan, who I'll obviously happily put a name towards her, because that is her name, and she's already on YouTube anyway, though she hasn't uploaded it in a hot minute. Plus, she's currently in Switzerland. Anyway, my sister is basically a very healthy but life-size Tinkerbell. She has a fast metabolism, but being up in Switzerland, she's learnt that she has to start eating healthy. The metabolism is not going to serve you for the rest of your life. You need to not take that to your advantage, or take it for granted. I was compared to my sister, who is a life-size Tinkerbell. She has a really great bone structure. She is small boned, so therefore she's also medium to slim in skin as well. Because, you know, you can have someone who's very slim, but they're naturally big boned and they have thick skin. That's why they call it slim thick. You look thick in skin, but you are, you know, you have a decent slim figure. Anyway, so twice been compared to family members who, I don't know if my mum has a fast metabolism or not. Sometimes her weight has been a bit up and down, if she's ever noticed, but so it always helps to get yourself into the right frame of mind. So other than my mum being my loudest inspiration, she's my mother. She obviously blessed me into this world. Gotta give her some credit for wanting to get into fitness because she's into it herself. Also, just upon recently watching Mikey from Glam and Girl. It honestly doesn't matter how many YouTube videos you watch of people who probably do naturally have a fast metabolism but still take it upon themselves to keep fit but then spiral. Everybody's guilty of that. And then get back on track because they're sick and tired of looking a certain way and feeling a certain way, and I know all about that. I used to do a lot of fitness in high school, whether it was by choice or not, once a week, and I was looking pretty good considering I've never been an athletic kid or preteen or adult. I'm 26 and I've never been athletic. I've always been naturally lazy and just comfortable. I never gave too much of a shit. I never gave too much of a shit for my body shape. All the girls I was friends with, they were intentionally skipping out on meals, and it is that they would eat a fair bit so that the food wouldn't go to waste, but then they had a very unhealthy lifestyle compared to what I did. I was guilty of eating junk food as well, but when the fitness came around, we had like another version of Aussie TV show, The Biggest Loser. Like we had two fitness coaches who were very similar to that minus the TV show. Not that we were, Oompa Loompas, but they basically helped us get into shape, and they even changed the fooding around in the cafeteria, whatever Australians call it. So upon texting my dad, because I swear that there was a instruction list in the garage, we have a little mini gym there, and finally being in the right frame of mind to just call it quits on this unofficial body dysmorphia. Like, I am smaller than a bigger person, but I am bigger than a slimmer person. I am in the middle. Again, I am a size 18 medium to large, although some clothes I can fit into with my sister's clothes, which is weird. I am slim thick. I am naturally big bones. There was a time where I looked pretty good for my health, for my weight, but then out of the blue I was eating way too many Nutella sandwiches and it was starting to rub off the wrong way, and one day I couldn't fit into my favourite pair of jeans. Well, I still could, but it was a struggle. And then looking at myself in the mirror, because I had a mirror directly next to me, technically now my dad's office, but way back when, I could see quite a few bread rolls pushing over the jeans, and I just couldn't stop looking at myself thinking, when the hell did this happen? Then I realised, blame it on the Nutella sandwiches and the lack of exercise. Like I said, never been an athletic kid. Pretty sure I did decide to start cutting back on Nutella sandwiches, and whether that made a difference or not, it certainly hasn't if I put a lot back on again. One other thing that I do quickly want to add is, diet-wise, I don't have the worst diet ever. Even though in the past 2 weeks, I have been, maybe even 3.5, have been eating so much of Cadbury's hazelnut chocolates and drinking a lot of lemonade, obviously not the homemade sort. But besides that, I don't eat any meat except for chicken and fish and genuine seafood. I do eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. So my actual diet side of it is, that's not the haywire part, it's just the physical side of me that needs to be improved. And I do, like I said, I do drink a lot of herbal teas as far as lemon, ginger and honey goes, but so I just need to make the biggest change, mostly with the fitness. Like, I need to get off my ass, out of my bed, away from my mom's laptop, because my computer is still having issues. My dad still hasn't looked at it. I just need to, I do go for a walk the other day, which is great, but it's just the little baby steps that you gotta take to start, getting yourself into a good mental state of mind and think, yes, I actually do want to do this. I want to break out of my not so healthy pattern. If something is making you upset in life, you change it. No one deserves to be unhappy in life. I'm not saying that I'm depressed, I'm not morbid, I'm not in a bad state. I am actually pretty happy in life. It's just physically I need to get off my ass, and I need to make this change for myself. And if I have some gym equipment at my disposal in the garage, I'm going to put it to good use. So like with my mum, with her house going up and down, but no one noticing but her, with my weights going up and down, it is a lot more obvious. I mean, no one's saying, have you put on anything, or what have you been eating lately, or anything like that. Any discouraging questions. No one's been asking me that, but it's obvious in their eyes. And they aren't even hitting the gym themselves or keeping a very healthy lifestyle either. But given that they are the elders, they obviously do want the best for someone who is young as me. So I'm not trying to, copy Mikey's videoing. I plan to, hit the gym, so to speak, in my garage, because we do have a mini gym. My dad is going to help write up a workout routine, non-karate related, because I'm not interested in that. But we do have a exercise bike, a row thing, a few dumbbells, a punching bag, boxing gloves of course for the punching bag. But like I said, there is a mini gym. But I am strongly inspired by Mikey. Like, she did a relatively comedic but also very serious fitness video, and she hasn't really ever had a body dysmorphia problem. She's always had that very slim shape. Like she said in her video that she's always been athletic, other than working as a cocktail actress, cocktail waitress. She also did a fair bit of dancing. Around the time of her next competition, she had gained just a little bit, and she got back into fitness again, and she lost 38 pounds, I think. I only watched this video a couple of hours ago, but watch the video again for yourself if I'm getting my facts wrong. But strongly inspired by Mikey, and in the right frame of mind, because the more you envision yourself, whether it's fantasy related in a movie or anywhere in the world, you can just visualize yourself being so slim. That's clearly telling you something. That's what you want it to look like. You can envision yourself being healthier and looking healthier. I need to cut the hell back on chocolates and lemonade. I've actually been so far into herbal teas. I've only got 2 more minutes left of video time. I've been really into herbal teas lately, ginger and honey. So I better quickly wrap this video up, because also not just the timing, but my battery is running low. I do plan on hitting the gym, and I will record it now and again. I won't record everything that I'm doing, but just more of like a vivid journey. Like, I don't expect myself to look like, again with Phoebe Tonkin reference, I don't expect myself to look like that within a couple of weeks or a couple of months. I know it's going to take a long time for my body to shrink down a dress size or 2. And some days I will be so freaking lazy that I just won't want to do it, and then other days I will be basically bouncing down the stairs and into the garage and being all excited. It's a constant roller coaster of how excited you are for something and how lazy you are for something. So without further freaking chatter, I'm going to at least sit on the bike for 20 minutes, because that's what my dad said the first thing to do. I do of course have to lower the bike seat. I sat on it before while I was texting him, and oh my gosh, I felt like I was just being stretched. Anyway, because I was also trying to fit my foot into the pedal. I'm going to go now so I can get started on this bike. I might record a little bit just to get things started, but like I said, I won't record everything, just a little bit, because I do need to focus on me and not focus on whether or not I'm in focus of a camera. I need to focus on me, and I don't care how good I look on a treadmill. I don't have a treadmill on a bike. I need to do this for me, and I'm currently the only one home alone belting this out to a camera. I will have to lower my own volume. So yeah, that is it for this intro part of the video. I've spoken forever. So yeah, unofficial body dysmorphia. Smaller than some, bigger than others. Envisioning myself slim and healthy. Reality, I am curvy and like a hourglass egg, really. As in the shell of an egg, not the edible part. So thank you all for watching, listening, and I will see you all for my future videos. Bye bye!